Kind of cool though, like a dark setting, right? Late night live was at 4 o'clock in the morning. Who's up? Well, some people, obviously, I'm in the Eastern time zone. If you're in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, obviously it could be a different time for you. But here in the Eastern time zone, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Wait for some people to come here. I got a little orange juice here for the morning. Don't ask me why. I just had like a whole bunch of like Swiss cheese. I bought a whole bunch of cold cuts today, roast beef, provolone, Swiss cheese. I'm like a mouse. I'm eating all this cheese here. Get like these late night cravings. Forget about it. I don't. Have a little orange juice, a little OJ. Not too shabby. Can't really do music right now. It's too late. You're actually here, Zanny. I can't believe it. Salud. Gin Donny, a little Tropicana. I feel like going to the Tropicana, but I can't. I got to be here for the wife and family. Love the Tropicana, Atlantic City. A late night live, I'm very shocked. It's just been a busy time, Zanny. Dealing with a lot right now, brother. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. So let's start off. Let's start off with talking about that, and then we'll talk about some business. We'll do a little business, okay? So the haters out there seem to have a problem, okay? That I basically give people the option. Once again, I'm not forcing anybody, but I give people the option if they would like to contribute because our family is going through an extremely difficult time. Now, I've made video after video about this, and I've even discussed it on lives. This is not a requirement. It's not, it's like, I don't know. I guess what it is, all of you are different than me. I guess maybe it's an Italian thing, maybe it's a Brooklyn thing, but the way I was raised, okay, if someone is sick, especially if it's a close person, if it's like a friend of yours or a family member or someone that you really care about, you do like a little tribute. That's just it's just I don't know. It's to me this is like very normal stuff. This is not like complicated stuff. Get well card. Maybe it doesn't have to necessarily. Like I said, see, people have this thing. It's not that necessarily even has to be cash. I told you, I've had people send my wife flowers. One person sent my wife chocolate. Russell Stovis. I swear to you, I kid you not. The problem with the flowers is that she can't take the smell of it. For some reason, it messes her up because I guess she's on all this heavy stuff, the poor girl, morphine and oxycodone and all this stuff. So she really can't take the flowers. So that's why I just basically tell people it's probably easier if they do a small little like cash app or super chat or whatever. If they only, again, I want to reiterate, if they wanted to do something from their heart, like I said, the cash app is the dollar sign. I don't know if Sandy, if you want to write this down for me, you probably won't, but it's the dollar sign Richard Lavoie, so I could pin it. The dollar sign RICHARDLEVOI. Again, the dollar sign Richard Lavoie, no space in between the first and the last name. Dollar sign Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. So this is the thing. I don't care. Let's say someone wants to do something good. I get these messages a lot from people. You want to hear, Apefather, I would love to do something, but times are very tight for me right now. I've always loved you. You're a great entertainer. You've done like over what 37,000 videos. You've entertained me for so long. God bless you and your family. I love your wife. The problem is times are tough for me financially. People are not understanding. I don't care if a person did $1. I could care less. If a person said one single dollar, I would make a tribute video for you, and I would say God bless you, and I would do a tribute because it's from the heart. It's just what you're. It's a sign of love. It's a sign of love. It's saying I really really wish you and your family the best. Unfortunately, times are very difficult. Here's $1. Can't do anymore. God bless. That's beautiful. That's from your heart. I love you. My wife loves you. My family loves you. And that's it. I'm going to do a tribute video for you. Now, here's the thing. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. Why is this so hard? Like, why is this so difficult? Why is this something that like everyone wants to continue to fight with me? Like I read all these comments and you're like, you're a beggar, you're a disgrace, you're a grifter, you're this, you're that, you're this. Listen to me, this has nothing to do with me being a beggar. I'm not begging anybody for anything. I'm simply giving someone an option. Like here's an example, Zanny. Let's say me and you went to a bar together. You understand? Zanny, I say, Zanny, I'm gonna have some chicken wings. Would you like to have some chicken wings too? Now you might say yes, or you might say no. I'm, I'm giving you an option. You understand? I'm giving you an option. Zanny, you want to have a beer? Yeah, it sounds good, hey father. Or you might say, no, hey father, I'm not in the mood to drink right now. It's called giving someone an option. It's you really can't insult someone. Okay, you can't insult a person who gives a person an option in life. Okay, see, to me, a beggar is this is what a beggar is. Like when I hear the term beggar, I think of someone who like goes on their hands and knees, like this is a beggar, and literally tears are pouring down their face. Help me, help me. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying to any of you, I'm not begging anybody. I'm just explaining because I am a public personality. I am not someone who's a quiet, shy person. I'm public. I share the good times in my life. I share the bad times. You understand? I share all times. Right now, it's a bad time. Like, so, you know, what do you want me to tell you? It's a good time? It's not a good time. It's a very tough time. It's a very stressful time. It's a very bad time in our lives. So again, the way I was raised, the way I grew up in Brooklyn is, again, it doesn't even, you want to laugh, it doesn't even have to even be this serious. Like I give the story, a friend of mine, his son, his lung collapsed. It was a crazy, I mean, he's okay today, thank God. Okay, God bless him and his family. But for some reason, I don't know what caused this. One of his lungs collapsed, and obviously, as you can imagine, my friend, who's the father, was freaking out. His wife was freaking out. I mean, this is their son. This is everything to them. This is their family. Okay. Now, when I went to the hospital, of course, I was there. I hugged my friend. I hugged his wife. I was there for the kid. I gave a little card. I threw $100 in there because the kid loves fire trucks. I said, when he recovers, your son, which I know he will, God bless, God bless him, a very, very fast, speedy recovery. I wrote in the card, God bless, he'll be in my prayers. Buy him a fire truck on me. Now, here's the thing. Did my friend need the money? No. Could he have gone out and bought that same fire truck on his own? Sure. Didn't. So you might say, so then why did you do it? It's called a sign of love. It's just, do you understand? It's just something I wanted to do. Like, it's the same thing in the very beginning with AMC. Like, do you remember when we all started? And I don't know if Zanny remembers this. Zanny, I was helping all my 8 brothers out that were going through tough times. All my retail brothers, all my retail sisters. You remember Veronica Rosario? Remember that girl? It was her birthday. She turned out to be a real piece of garbage the way she treated me. But she's like, it's my birthday. I sent her $300. I said, surprise. She was telling me, she's like, she was trying to beg me. She's like, hey, Father, I want to be a moderator. And I kept asking her, why do you want to be my, times are tough. I need money right now. It's my birthday. And I wanted to do a nice big birthday. Then I said, you don't have to be a moderator. I told her, here's a birthday. I get sent her $300. And like I said, I've done this for a lot of people. Like there was this guy, C. Diddy, no affiliation with P. Diddy, but his name was C. Diddy. He sends me a message, hey, Father, my house burned down. My mother just passed away. My wife's got a baby on the way. I have no money. I'm shot. I sent him like $600. There was this guy, John Leddard. There's all my AMC brothers and sisters. He's like, I'm sleeping in a car right now. Wait, Father, I can't afford a hotel room. I sent him $300. I said, go get a hotel room on me. Another guy, my car broke down. I helped him. I sent him money. There was a guy in Marco. I was at Outback, so I was eating a big steak. Guy's like, I'm starving, Ape Father. I haven't eaten. Me and my family haven't eaten in 2 days. I said, you haven't eaten? I said, here's $300. Now, you might say, why did I do all of that? Because at the time, I was in a good position. See, there's a lot of, let's talk about good positions because I think a lot of people don't understand what good positions mean. Okay. Sometimes you're in a good financial position. You understand? But then maybe you're not in a good health position. There's a difference. You could be going through two different completely things. Like financially, you're doing okay, right? But health wise, you're not doing, or someone in your family's not doing okay. So you have to learn how to differentiate the two. I've noticed that a lot of times people can't do that. They can't differentiate the two. They want to make them both the same. They want to make the financial and the health the same. I never told anybody I was struggling financially. I mean, I'm sitting in a $700,000 house. Okay. I never did I ever come to you and say, I'm starving? Like people get these things. They say, hey, Father, are you broke? Are you poor? Are you starving? Does your wife have health insurance? Like, is she okay? Like, yes. I don't know how many more times I have to say this to people. My wife has very good health insurance. God bless. You know how expensive all these treatments that she had to get is? Forget about my own. You know, I think her brain surgery was like $1 million. Again, the insurance pays for it. The insurance pays for it. Palliative care, very expensive. We have good insurance, okay, but very, very, very expensive. So again, you might say, but hey, Father, why are you asking people to? It's called respect. You guys are not Italian. You got to go watch like The Sopranos. I can't go to Atlantic City right now, Zanny. Come on, my wife needs me. She's sleeping here. I got to be here for her. I got to make her breakfast. I do need stress relief, but sometimes, unfortunately, you don't have that luxury, brother. You don't have that luxury. My wife needs me. My kids need me. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I would like to do it. I got $1,000 in my pocket right now. That would I'll show it to you. That I could put it right on red right now. Salud, by the way, some orange juice here. Salud, Gendani. That's just what the Italians do. It has nothing to do. Again, it has nothing to do with financial shit. Like I'll give you an example, Zanny. I'll give you an example. You know how many people contacted me in the course of like since 2021? And they said, hey, Father, here's the situation. You have no idea. Like, I'll give you an example. There's this guy, what was his name? Jim Netherly. I'll give you an example. And Jim said to me, my daughter has to have a major operation. This is one of my fellow AMC apes. My daughter has to have a major, major operation. Now, I sent them $100. Is it that Jim Netherly is poor? Is it that he's bank? No. It's like I don't understand how people connect these two. I don't because the haters keep doing this over and over and over again. It's like all I hear: Are you bankrupt? Are you poor? You're a beggar. You're a grifter. You're a disgrace of a human being. It's like I just keep hearing it and hearing the same shit from these haters. Why did I give money to Jim Netherly and his daughter? Because he was my friend and we were in close contact with AMC for a number of years, like, talking about it, being there for each other during the tough times. His family went through a tough time. I was in a position where I could do something, and I did it from my heart. Bottom line. Say, like, I gotta get rid of this people here. Let's get rid of this guy. Hold on. I don't want to even deal with these people anymore, these psycho haters. Zanny says, if I wasn't broke from AMC, I would do what I can, but my account is negative. Okay, Zanny, listen. Here's the thing. Here's what you want to do something for me that costs no money? Okay. When you get a chance, I wrote a song for my wife. It's called Back Into My Arms. Like if you search on YouTube for Apefather and then type in Back Into My Arms, the thumbnail is going to be my son Michael and Sophia. You're going to see a picture of them when they were young kids. So once again, you go to YouTube, you search for Apefather, okay, Back Into My Arms. Well, let me just, this is my Cash App. Let me pin that. Hold on. For anybody who did want to contribute, that's my Cash App right there where it says Stream Elements. But if you can't contribute, I understand. Like Zanny's telling me his account's negative, he can't do it. Here's what you could do: listen to my song, comment on my song from my wife. It's again, you do a search on YouTube. It doesn't cost you any money to do this, Zanny. It doesn't cost you. It costs you zero money to do this. Okay, you go to YouTube, you do a search for Apefather, back into my arms. And when you see the thumbnail of my son, you're gonna see my son and my daughter when they were young. Click on it, listen to it, write a nice comment. Don't write not like even if you don't like the song, please don't write negative shit. This is for my wife. She's going through stage 4 cancer. I mean, this is not about again. You guys got to learn how to separate the hate once in a while. You got to separate because I'm just gonna delete the comment if someone's gonna be like an a-hole, you know. And then if you could share that video somehow, that would be a beautiful thing. You know, whether it be on a Facebook page, or whether it be Twitter, or now it's X, whether it be sharing on YouTube, you know, anywhere. I don't care. Okay. I like to get that song viral. That song saved my life. Thank you, Zanny. I appreciate it. Again, it's called Back Into My Arms. It's you do a search on YouTube, Ape Father, Back Into My Arms. But the specific video, you have to look for the thumbnail because I've done a few versions of it. The one that I would like you to listen to is the one that you see the thumbnail of my children, Michael and Sophia, when they were young. Click on that one. And like I said, if you could it's up to you. Write a comment, listen to it. You know, it's up to you. That'd be that because you know what it is. That song is what made me and my wife get married. I'll tell you a quick story, okay? So when we were younger, this is when we first met back in 1999. Forget about it. Zanny's really sympathize. Me and my brother were talking about you last night. Very sad. Wishing you the best and sending prayers. God bless. And tell your brother, God bless. Yeah, you can visit anytime. Listen, my heart goes out to all of you. You think, let me change the subject for a second. Let's talk about AMC. For some reason, people want to blame me for what happened to AMC. A lot of haters want to put the blame on me. What you all don't understand, I rode with all of you, and I'm still riding. I'm still riding with all of you. You know, I put up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I wasn't, see, like, I don't want to bring up Lou. I don't want to bring up Lou. May he rest in peace, okay? Because I don't want to be disrespectful. But Zanny, I still believe in my heart that Lou never had AMC. You know, nobody could be as calm as Lou was. You know, he was always calm. He was always relaxed. You know what I mean? He was always relaxed. When AMC was down like 90%, Lou didn't even have an expression. I never really believed it. I never believed, you know what I mean? I never believed that Lou had AMC. I never did. I did. And I could go on the record right now. This guy's crazy here. This guy, Dick Eaton. Anyway, I was in the trenches with all of you. You're an AMC movie theater. I was in the trenches, okay? And I wrote out this whole thing. We were all believers. See, one of the things that I love about President Donald Trump, I'll tell you, and why I'm very big with DJT, okay, is because you know what I hated the most about AMC? Looking back, you want to hear what I hated the most about it was Adam friggin' Enron. That's what I hated the most about this play. The CEO was not on our side. And when you have a CEO that is not for you and he's only for himself and his company doesn't give a shit about the investors, that's just my opinion, doesn't give a rat's effing ass, okay, how much blood he wants to take away from retail, you know, constantly, you know, constant dilution to save his own ass, to save his company at our expense, okay, is that I said to myself, I need something different. I need something different. Ryan Cohen's a major difference. And I'm still with Gabby too, you know, GameStop, that never changed. So anyway, what I loved about DJT was that Donald Trump was a major stockholder. Now he's not really involved in the day-to-day operations of Truth Social. You know, he's very busy. He's the president of the United States of America. I don't think he's got time to run a social media company, you know, but he's a major stockholder. And I said to myself, this is a rare opportunity. Again, it's not financial advice. But I say, what a rare opportunity to have the next, well, at the time, I'm talking before, before he won the election. I'm saying to myself, what a rare opportunity to be involved in a stock where you have the world's most powerful man in your corner rooting for you because he's a major stockholder. He owns like 54% of Truth Social. I'm saying to myself, man, this is for me. This is so much different than AMC, DJT. So what happened was I just stopped for a long time talking about AMC and I just kept talking about DJT. And I was pretty much right on everything about DWAC and DJT. I don't care what the haters say. Okay. I called it at like 14. It shot up to 80 when the merger took place. When the merger took place between DWAC and DJT, it shot up to 80. So I mean, okay, I said it was going to go to 100, went to 80. I was pretty close. So right there, you got to give an A plus to Apefather, right? 14 to 80, what an amazing run. Then it shot back down to 12. Okay. I told everybody this thing's going back up to 50. I was right right a second time. It went over $50. It went to $54. So not right just once, right two times. You know, no problems, Annie. So now I feel there's another big thing that's gonna happen with DJT, and I don't care what you know what the funny thing is when Trump won, all the haters said, "Oh, you're such an idiot, ape father." This is what they said. They said you have no idea what you're doing in the stock market. And again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a financial planner because I'm not. We all know this. We know ape father is not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But they're like, "Oh, you don't understand. It was just a mechanism for people to use like DJT to help him get elected. Now that he's elected, the thing's going to go to zero." That's what they all said. The fundamentals suck. Everything sucks. All right. Well, since then, it was almost at $40 the other day. Granted, it went down a little bit, with the the fake news, like Trump calls it, try to make it seem like, well, now that Trump's president, there's going to be a conflict of interest. I was reading all the articles with DJT, meaning that if someone wanted to do a political favor, let's just say, you understand, they could throw, this is the accusation again. This is not me. This is the fake media talking. This is not a follow. But they're like, oh, someone could buy DJT to do like a political favor. Listen, the bottom line is this. Okay. This is the bottom line. Okay. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. When he was the president before, he put all of his interests into a trust. I'm sure he's going to do it again. He made his two sons run everything, which was Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. I'm sure he's going to do it again. Okay. He separates himself from it. He's a great president. He's never going to make someone, you know, try to listen. This is a man who turned down everybody for money, because he cares about America. He loves America. All right. He's not going to let anybody. I was actually reading an article. You're going to like this one, Zaddy. What's that shirt? It's the Hulk. This is the Hulk gym, baby. I was reading this article about the gangster, Sammy the Bull Gravano. He was the underboss under John Gotti and the Gambino family, right? I was reading this article how he actually admitted this, Sammy the Bull Gravano. He said he tried to bribe President Trump. I don't know when this took place. I don't know. I'm assuming it's the past when he was in power, when he was, part of the Gambino family. But he said he tried to bribe him. And at the time, he wasn't the president. Donald Trump turned Sammy the Bull Gravano down. And from what Sammy was saying, this would have benefited him financially, like a lot of money. Like the proposal, the bribe, I'll say it's alleged, but this is what he said, was gonna benefit Donald Trump in a very, very big way financially. And Donald Trump turned Sammy the Bull Gravano down because he loves it. This is a man who loves our country. He is not going to take any political favors to ever go against America. He's going to do everything in his power. He's the only person who's been straight with us with this whole drone situation. Like our own government. I don't know if you heard what's going on with all these like drones. You know what I mean? All these like drones all over New Jersey. Now they're all over the tri-state area. From what I'm hearing, they're all over the place, all over the country. In some cases, I believe in Europe. President Trump is the only one who was a straight shooter. He's the only one who came out and kind of reassured us a little bit, saying, look, the government knows everything about these drones. We know where they took off. We know where they're going, blah, blah, blah. It's like no one else is telling us this shit. Everybody else in the Biden administration is telling us, oh, they pose no threat, the drones. They pose no threat. But at the same time, we have no idea who they are, where they're coming from. You know what that's like saying it poses no threat? Imagine it was a guy outside your front house. I want you to think about this. And he had like a Michael Myers mask on, okay? And you had no idea who this person was. He breaks into your house, busts the door down. He's got that big knife like Michael Myers has. Do you think this is the nice guy? You think this is like someone that's got good intentions? What are you going to do? You're going to make him a cup of coffee? You're going to say, sit down. Here's a cup of cappuccino. No, right? You're either going to, do what you got to do to protect your family. You're going to call the police or whatever you're going to do, right? So that's the way I see it. Well, we don't know something. This is what the government's trying to tell us. They're trying to say, we don't know where these drones are coming from. We don't know anything about them, but they pose the public no harm and they pose the public no threat. To me, that's a contradiction. It's like, it's a very hypocritical statement. Makes no sense. If you don't know where these things are coming from, if you don't know anything about them, it poses a major threat. How do I know it's not a foreign government? Like there was news that this could be coming from an Iranian mothership. Again, I'll say it's all speculative. It's all alleged. I can't prove this, but we don't know anything about these effing drones. We don't know anything. Some of them, okay, granted, are recreational. There's a million drones all over America that are registered, have licenses, and some of them are for recreational purposes. Some of them could be from businesses. Like I actually read there was this guy who they circled your property. Oh my God. I actually saw one. He had 3 drones on your lawn yesterday. I actually saw one by the Wawa in my house. I couldn't freaking believe it. I filmed it. I made a short video. There was a freaking drone right in front of me. I told my wife, I was taking it to the doctor at the time. I was like, honey, can you see the drone? It was like right in front of us. As the biggest hater who constantly supports me with super chats. And Antonio Miranda, you want to hear something ironic about Antonio? Constantly says no one should give you money. Listen to what's funny about this guy. No one should give you money. No one should support you. You're a piece of garbage, all this stuff. And this guy is the biggest supporter. The biggest supporter of Apefather by far. Antonio Miranda. Salud, Antonio. Little orange juice. God bless. Antonio, as you could imagine, which I think you could imagine, right now my priority is my wife. So obviously that stuff has to, I got big dreams. I got big goals, and they will happen. Let me tell you what I'm going to accomplish in my life, okay? Besides being a great husband, which I feel I am, I support my wife, I'm a great husband. Besides being a great father, I feel I'm an excellent father to my children. I will eventually start the brand, the Apefather brand, or if I change my name, we'll see. But I will start a brand. It will happen. It'll be a brand of hotels, restaurants, and the big ultimate goal one day will be the casino. It's all going to happen in my lifetime. All right, but right now I have to kind of put a timeout. My wife is dealing with a major medical, life-threatening emergency. She's dealing with terminal cancer, my wife, stage 4 breast cancer. My poor wife, only 46 years old. Metastasized to her brain, her spinal cord. That's it. All I care about right now is my wife. I don't care about a restaurant. I don't care about hotels. So if you don't understand that, Antonio, you don't understand that. Sometimes things happen that divert you. The only way out of the mess, Zanny, is to take over. And I remember I used to say it to you a long time ago. I said we need to come together. We need to vote this guy out. Forget Enron. We need him out. We need a new CEO. I remember how that guy George Donahue was copying off me. And look, he's supporting me again. Antonio Miranda is supporting me again. Look, I am sure you made Tremendous progress on the bar. Antonio, look, you're going to see an amazing year for the Apefather in 2025. You'll see. Okay, but right now, I have to focus on my wife. All right, thank you for the super chat. Again, he's like, it's a very strange, odd thing. He's like the biggest hater, but yet the biggest supporter, if that makes any sense. It's crazy, right? How could you be both at the same time? How could you be the biggest hater, but yet the biggest supporter? Crazy, right? The only way out of the mess, like I said, is at some point we need Adam. As long as Adam and Ron, I call them, is going to be the CEO of AMC, I don't see any good things. The only thing that might be good, and I'm thinking this might happen, is January 20th, and I'm looking forward to this. Inauguration day for Donald President Trump, number 47, number 45, and soon to be number 47. Because Gary Gensler is gone now, okay, I think that there's a possibility that a lot of skeletons might come out of the closet, because Trump is on to all this shit. Believe me. Don't think for 1 second that President Trump doesn't know about what's going on with all the crazy shit in the stock market. And don't think he doesn't want to drain the swamp. So I'm still hopeful that a lot of things will come out of. I feel there's been major corruption, major corrupt. This is just my opinion. Again, I'll say it's alleged. It's subject to my opinion, but there was major, major corruption that went on with AMC, as well as GameStop. And I believe that when Trump is officially in office, we might have a major run again. That's another thing I called, right? I called, before Roaring Kitty, Keith Gill came onto the scene. I kept saying, we're going to have a big run. GameStop's going to go to 80. And it did. I was right. AMC went over 11. No one credits me with that, but I was talking about that. I was talking about that before Roaring Kitty. Listen, Zanny, is it any surprise? It's all delusion. That's it. It's all delusion. But we know about this. The 50 million shares is no different than anything else that this Mama did to us about 10,000 times. What are you talking about? It all started with Ape. It all started with Ape. Then the 1 for 10 reverse stock split. Come on. This guy's been screwing us. Like, forget about it. You know what I mean? Like Vin Rames in the movie Pulp Fiction. You understand? With that guy? That guy Zed. Remember Zed's dead? This guy's been screwing us bent over backwards. Antonio, look. The progress, there's a lot of progress in life that you don't understand. Progress doesn't always mean that a location has to actually open. Progress means that, I'll give you an example. Progress means that you have a theme of a business. You understand? I have themes in my head. I have a theme. I have ideas. I have the right motif. I have the right, in other words, I got the blueprint. You understand? So now it's just a question of putting it into action. It's a question of putting, like, see, the hardest part, believe it or not, you want to hear the hardest part in life is having an idea. People don't realize this. Everything starts with just an idea. Okay. And even if you don't have, I watched this great interview once with Jeff Bezos, and he was saying how he goes, people don't realize that, just because maybe you don't have the startup money or the funding to complete a project, he goes, you shouldn't stop working on it. In other words, every day, he goes, try to just get closer and closer to your dream. So it starts with an idea, it starts with a concept. So that is progress, Antonio. I know you don't, to you, that doesn't, it's not progress to you. To me, it's progress. Having an idea, having a general concept of what you want for your business is progress. Okay, so I don't care what you say. That's just the way I see it. Nothing is happening according to you, but according to me, I have a difference of opinion. We have a difference of opinion. Okay, and I believe that this will happen very soon. Right now, again, my wife has a medical condition that is very, very serious. I have to tend to her. I have to focus on her. Yeah, everybody has an idea. Hard work and execution is where it falls apart for most people. You're right. speaking as a successful business owner. You're 100% right. And I am going to continue to work very hard to make it happen. Listen, I have over 37, just to give you an example of hard work, I have over 37,000 videos uploaded on YouTube. And you're going to see that number is going to be like amateur night at the Apollo, because in 2025, I'm probably going to set Guinness Book of World Records of videos uploaded. So I am 100% going to continue to work hard to reach my goals. I'm still young. Listen, a lot of things can happen. There's a song called "What a Difference a Day Makes 24 Little Hours." Like, here's what Antonio Miranda doesn't understand. So many things could happen. One of my videos could go viral, which I'm working on right now, Back Into My Arms. If anybody could get a chance, please search on YouTube. Do a search for Apefather, Back Into My Arms. This is a song. It shows all pictures of my family. It shows our journey together from the beginning to where we are now. Unfortunately, right now is a tough time. But I wrote that song in dedication to my wife. I'm trying to get it viral. So I would appreciate if anybody could just take a couple of minutes out of their time, search on YouTube for Apefather, Back Into My Arms. You're going to see a thumbnail of my two kids, Michael and Sophia, when they were young. That's the one I want you to click on. See, once again, look, Antonio just doesn't stop supporting me. This guy, I think he's going to fund my bar restaurant. This guy doesn't stop supporting me. Had an idea, have a bar restaurant. There, I made the same progress of the Apefather in 12 months and 10 seconds. No, but it's not just the idea. Do you have a motif? Like what's the theme? You understand? What's the theme of the restaurant? Anybody could just say, I want to open a restaurant, but you have to have a very, very specific business model. What is the business model? Sandy Savage. How is Jen doing? Uh, Pirate Bar. According to the doctors, it's terminal. And she's just, sometimes what happens is that you get to a point where the treatment that they're offering you becomes worse than the disease. The treatment they want to do on her right now would be whole brain radiation, which has been proven to completely mess you up. And this is coming from doctors. It's very rare that you hear this, where doctors tell you that the treatment is worse than the disease. But many, many doctors agree it's not worth it to do whole brain radiation. But that's the thing, where the cancer spreads throughout the brain in too many places. The only thing they could really do is whole brain radiation. And then they wanted to do these spinal taps where they injected chemotherapy because it was in the spinal cord. But they were saying that at the very best case scenario, they felt that it would increase her lifespan 3 months. And they said in the worst case scenario, it won't increase her survival or her lifespan at all. It won't. So the question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to live 3 more months where you have complete, maybe cognitive decline? Because that's what happens with whole brain radiation. Or do you want to live out your life on your own terms, where you're yourself and you have, memory, you have your memories, you have your memory. Well, that's, just to answer your question. Antonio, you know what? I'm going to give you a pass for being my biggest hater, because all you do is support us. So God bless you, Antonio. God bless Antonio Miranda. All he does is support us. I really can't say anything negative about him, because he's a very, very generous person. So you could keep breaking my balls and no progress, no nothing. What are my thoughts on the future of AMC price-wise? It's like I just said to you. I believe that we're going to see something happen when Trump's in office officially. I feel there's going to be some kind of a run. Because I got Gary Gensler's out, and I think a lot of secrets are going to come out. And I know that President Trump is aware, because he saw a lot of stuff happening even with his own stock with DJT. Where with Devin Nudes, he had him open up the probe, to see if there was potential stock manipulation going on. Like he's very aware what's going on with Wall Street. And I believe he's going to make Wall Street great again. He's not only going to make America great again, President Trump is going to make Wall Street great again. And like I said, that might have a direct positive effect on AMC and GameStop. Now, hey, I want to give Antonio Miranda credit on something, actually. I was negative on crypto, okay, in the Biden administration. I was a very, very negative effing mother effer on crypto. Antonio wasn't. Okay, Antonio Miranda kept his ground and he kept telling me I was wrong. You know, he was right. So I wanna just tell everybody Antonio Miranda was right and I was wrong, okay, about crypto. Okay, but now it's like Antonio, it's like he doesn't want me to have the right to change my mind. It's like he's trying to keep me like stuck in this, like I can't change my mind. I can't be for crypto now. Like see what I'm trying to explain to Antonio, President Trump made all the difference in my life when he won. And this is a man who, is probably the biggest pro Bitcoin, pro cryptocurrency president we've ever seen. My confidence level in crypto changed. Now it's like I'm the biggest crypto guy that you can imagine. I am so pro crypto because times have changed. Times have changed. You got the world's richest man. I mean, Elon Musk, my God. Could you imagine having the money that that guy has? Do you know that his net worth at one point topped $500 billion? Could you imagine that? This is the first time in history that we've ever seen a human being reach this type of success and wealth. His net worth topped 500 billion. He's going to be the first trillionaire, in my opinion. Elon Musk very soon will be a trillionaire. He'll be the first trillionaire that we've ever seen. It's just remarkable. It's remarkable, and of course, he was a very big help in getting President Trump elected. Elon Musk. But anyway, getting back, Antonio, I have the right to change my mind. People have the right to change your mind. One day you can have a slice of pizza and you say, you know what, I'm in the mood for pepperoni. And then you eat pepperoni and say, you know what, I don't want meat. I want to become a vegan. And you have vegetables. Like people have the right, people have the right to change their mind. Okay. So I changed my mind. What's up, big dog? I changed my mind on crypto. I am now 100% pro crypto. Okay, but I admit to you that you called it first. Okay, I'm giving Antonio Miranda credit. He was 100% right, and I was 100% wrong. He was telling me the whole time. He was like, "You're wrong, Apefather. Crypto, crypto, crypto." Yeah, big dog, you're dealing with a lot with the family right now. As I don't know if you know, the wife's got stage 4 breast cancer that metastasized to the brain and went to the spinal cord, inside the spinal cord. So this is very, very sad. Our family, especially during the holidays. We have the two kids, very sad, very hard times. That's why I ask anybody if they wanted to do something from their heart. You see where it says stream elements? That's my Cash App. I would give you a video. I would make a personalized video for you with a big shout out. I don't care if it's $1. I could care less. I could care less if it's $1. I think I'm going to make a video for Antonio Miranda, even though I tell people that he's the biggest hater. I think he deserves. I think I'm going to make a video for Antonio because this guy just keeps supporting and supporting. So, Antonio, I'm gonna make a personalized video for you. The biggest hater, yet the biggest supporter. But once again, I want to reiterate, it is not a requirement. I want to be crystal clear to everybody. You are not required to do anything good for my wife. If it's something you wanted to do from your heart, you're like, hey, Father, I've been watching you for a long time. You're a great entertainer. I wish you and your family nothing but the best. As a small little token. God bless you and your family. You want to do that by way of a super chat if you feel more comfortable. That's fine. Like Antonio did super chats. Or if you wanted to do it on Cash App, Cash App obviously, charges you a lot less money. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything bad about YouTube, but YouTube charges 30%. Like this guy, Robert Conover, gave $25. It was a gift. It's not a donation, by the way. I'm not a charity. It's a gift. It was a gift. I really consider it a service, if you want to know the truth, because I'm doing something for the money I receive. I'm going to give you kind of like a personalized video from my heart. I kind of consider it a service, but again, it's not a donation. This isn't like I'm a 501c. That's another crazy thing that these haters are saying. I have to pay taxes on this money. This is earned income. So, this is not a charity. It's like, it's not a donation. Like the regulators, like, are you accepting donations? No, it's not a donation. I have to pay taxes. I actually consider it a service because I explain to people I'm doing something for the money. They're getting something. I'm giving them a personalized video. And, it's something, it's just my way of saying thank you. So anyway, it's not something anybody has to do, but there's my Cash App. You see where it says stream elements? Anything from the heart would be greatly appreciated. If you don't want to do it, well, don't do it. Keep my wife in your prayers. Here's something you could do. You want to hear something you could do that costs zero money, that could help us? Look up on YouTube, do a search for Apefather, Back into My Arms. This is a song I wrote for my wife. It's kind of the journey of our whole life together. When we first met back in 1999, I was a psycho. I broke up with her. I told her at the time she wanted to get married. I'm like, I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to start. I want to be a rock star, I told her. I want to go on the road. I want to, I want to be like Billy Joel, baby. But after a year that went by, I missed her. And I said, I got to get this girl back. So that's the point of the song, Back into My Arms. So I wrote the song and it worked. She came back into my arms, and that resulted in us getting married and having a family and raising two children. And it was all because of that song. So it is a very important song to me. So that's something you could do for me. You want to hear what you could do? It costs no money. Costs absolutely no money. Do a search on YouTube, Apefather, Back into My Arms. You see the thumbnail of my son Michael and the thumbnail of Sophia. That's the one. Click on that if you could like it, listen to it, maybe write a nice comment. That would be a beaut. Costs no money. Costs absolutely zero, free. You could share it if you want to, Facebook, X, YouTube, whatever. I would love to get that video viral. Even more than the Brooklyn song. I love the Brooklyn song, don't get me wrong. I would rather I'd rather see Back into My Arms a big success because, like I said, that song is the reason I got married. That song is the reason we had a family together. It's like my whole life. It's my whole life. So anyway, it's kind of getting a little late here. Get a little tired, but I just wanted to make a quick live to kind of talk about, what's going on with my family and update with my wife, which I explained. I wanted to talk a little bit about, Antonio was right about crypto. I was wrong. I'm the biggest crypto supporter right now. Huge. Man, I am so hot for crypto. I'm like that Van Halen song, hot for teacher. I am hot for crypto, big time. Antonio Miranda was right, and I talked about DJT, talked about AMC, GameStop. So I think we're going to call it right now, but I will be back later on today to do some more lives. So God bless all of you, as we say in Italian, buono notte. Okay. When am I going to Atlantic City? I don't know. I can't do it right now. The wife needs me. The kids need me. I would love to do it. I would love to do it because I could use some stress relief, but I don't think it's appropriate, right? I don't think it's appropriate where your wife, your wife needs you, your kids need you. You can't be going to a casino. It's just not, it's not cool to do that. I can't do it, Zanny. It's just not, Zanny, I'm not, my wife needs me, brother. What am I doing? I'm going to leave my wife alone with stage 4 cancer and I'm going to go run off to a casino. You think that's right? I can't do it, man. But anyway, God bless all of you. God bless your families. Everything I said on this live stream has not been financial advice. You all know that. I am not a financial planner. I am not a financial advisor. Don't listen to anything I say. I am just the world's greatest entertainer, the one and only Apefather in the house. I mean, I don't know. I got like a G on me, but I can't go to Atlantic City. I can't do it, Sandy. My wife needs me. My family needs me. Try to understand, brother. I love you. Have a great day. Give my best to your brother. Again, not financial advice, not a financial plan. I'll be doing more when times calm down. I'll be doing a lot of Atlantic City videos, possibly even Vegas. Right now, it's not the appropriate time. But again, not financial advice, not a financial planner, not a financial advisor. I wish I could tell you that what my wife is going through is entertainment purposes only, but it's not. Her condition is very real and serious. God bless her. Keep her in your prayers. God bless all of you. I'll speak to you soon.